Hey, so it's about 5:30 at night. It's about 45 degrees, seriously, Celsius. I'm glamorously eating, I just ate a bucket of, a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. And now I'm going to walk out of town and then hike up a mountain. I've got to get up about 200 meters of elevation to my campsite, hopefully by a lake or at least a swimming hole tonight. And that's my first day in Washington, so I'll see you somewhere down the trail. Hitched a ride. I just got dropped off at the Bridge of the Gods, and it is a little cooler in the forest, thankfully. So hopefully I'll pretty quickly make it up 200 vertical meters to the campsite for tonight. Don't look if you don't like gross toe stuff, but my toenail just came off. Good morning. Hang on. Hello. How you doing? This is where we are this morning. It's very pretty. I feel like I'm going to be going up and over sunny hills though today, and then dropping back down into this sort of forest. I should say I slept pretty well last night. I walked probably 5 kilometers out of or away from the Bridge of the Gods. Probably 6 or 7 actually. So pretty. And then found a nice campsite by a little, looked like a reclaimed quarry, but it was very nice. Had a swim, chatted to a bunch of nice people who were doing sections of the PCT, and heading slowly towards Trout Lake over the next 4 days, I imagine. It's hot today. First day in Washington, and there's a lot of this. Ducking in and out of little patches of forest and popping out on exposed sort of ridges and then popping back in again. So I guess it looks kind of like that hill over there, I guess. I'm walking through sections like that. Dense trees 1 minute like this coming up, and the next popping out onto a hot, sunny, exposed. I think it's going to be well into the hundreds, I was told today, which is into the 40s Celsius. But doing all right. Keep wetting my top down at every water source. The next water source isn't for about 10 miles. Sorry about the bounciness. It's a very pretty section. I thought I'd just show you. Heading down to a water source. I haven't had any water for 15 kilometers. So I've just timed it so I've run out now. And I'm guessing down in this little lush green valley to my right is where my next water source will be. Yeah, it's my next week supply as well. You just come up with some Cascade box for this? Yesterday. I just walked like 3 miles out of Cascade to that little lake kind of quarry thing. Peanut butter and wraps for lunch by this lovely creek. Pretty bridge here. I just swam in there and heading off to find a campsite now. Just filtering some water here. So I just had this for dinner. It was actually pretty good. I had it with a sort of half a packet of albacore fish. It's quite a big packet. and I couldn't find any flavoured packets of tuna or fish. They were just like that fish in water. So that was really boring. So instead of having them for lunch, I'm just having peanut butter and wraps for lunch, and bars, and then that guy for dinner. But that's my view. I don't know if you can probably hear the river if I stop blabbing. But the river's right there, which is pretty cool. It's a lovely little campsite. There's a nice group of 3 sort of older people over there, and there's a beautiful little bridge. I think you can probably just see if I open up the tent. There we go. So, yeah, really cute little wooden sort of concrete bridge. I'll show you in the morning. Sorry, I'll try and edit that out. And a car, apparently. Yeah, motorbike. Maybe we're about to cross a road that I didn't know about. Today was really hot and long. It was 104 Fahrenheit, which I think is at least 40 degrees. And I did 43 kilometers, so just over a marathon. Mostly, not deliberately, there just wasn't any water or campsites in the last sort of 16 kilometers. So I had that little last video, well, I think it's the last video of me getting in the water. Yeah, that was like 16 kilometers ago, and I'd already done, 25 or something. So pretty tired now. I'm gonna go to bed and hopefully do less kilometers tomorrow. I only really need to average 30 a day, and I'm well ahead of that now, so I'll just do what I do, what I feel like, and then, yeah, finish with that. Right. Tried to film the campsite from last night, and my phone wouldn't turn on, which is a bit stressful because it tells me where all the water is. And it's a pretty little campsite anyway. Sorry you missed it. It's a campsite and a little bridge. Just come out of a little forest to this lovely meadow. So yeah, I camped with a bunch of people, which was really nice. By the time I got up at 7, they were all gone. And 5 k's to the next water. I just ran into some hikers going southbound. They're doing the whole thing. So they're almost finished with Washington. And they said there's some awesome trail magic up ahead. So my ideal trail magic at this point would be somebody with some sort of fast charging battery so I could top up my phone. So I'm a bit worried about that. It's down to 30% today. And I've only been using it pretty much for yesterday. I need to get 4.5 days out of it, so should be okay. That's a pretty cute bridge. I'm guessing at some point there is trail magic. I don't know where. So I can hear a road. Can't see any cars, but I'm noticing a bunch of containers, which would be the trail magic. Yay! Oh my god. Looks like icy canned drinks. You are here, Wind River Road. Okay, I think I'll have an icy canned drink and some Doritos. Oh, this is amazing. I'm going to get a Coke and some Doritos, but also they have left sort of a setup where you can make your own cheeseburgers. So obviously it's cold, but it was dropped off today. So it's got cheese on the patty with the sauce and a separate bun. Very clever. So there is a gun range next to us. I'm hearing rapid fire gunshots. since that trail magic. Hopefully there's one. I was just chatting to the German guy before at the trail magic, and he was saying there's like a big climb coming up with water at the bottom but no water through it, which is always annoying because it's a giant climb with, I think I've got to carry 16 kilometers worth of water, which is probably only 2 liters, but it adds 2 kilos to my my 4 kilo base weight, so that and the food doubles my pack weight. But as with Washington, it just seems to be up and down big hills, so I've just got to really strap on and take it like a man. I mean, strap in. Okay, a little pretty bridge here crossing the river. I have a 17-kilometer stretch uphill, of course, to the next water supply. So I'm guessing that's more like 3 liters. It's gonna be heavy. Climbing today. And it's 36 degrees. And off in the distance there, I don't know if you can see it. It's a huge, big ass mountain. I don't know which one it is. I'm assuming I'll probably end up near it. But it's very, very pretty. And the trail, you can sort of see down there, it's a pretty big drop off. And the trail has mostly been this sort of pretty heavily forested single track. Occasionally breaks out into sunny bits, but mostly it's dappled shade, which is making the heat more bearable. However, there's not really any breeze. It's really stifling. So tomorrow is supposed to be the same again, and then it's going to drop about 10 degrees. So there's the trail up through there. And I came up onto this little ridge and thought I saw a better spot. There's a weird little volcanic trenches around here. So it's a very, very volcanic area on both sides. But it felt like I had more of a breeze when I came up here, so now I'm pitched here. Might have been crazy, but it definitely, it's more open, so it should get some more air, and it's so hot. Possibly I was a little bit delirious when I set it up and moved it. It didn't take long to move, but it's probably not as good a flat spot, but definitely it's a bit more open. You can kind of see the mountain over there. You can see a little bit of a view, not as much as I hoped, but hopefully I'll sleep better here. This is my little dinner setup. I'm having one of these pasta packs. Again with some of that albacore tuna. I think tuna? Yeah. Or why call it albacore? Maybe it's just albacore. And just waiting for my food to... Okay, this is my water source for this morning. I camped just down this trail back at the lava site. It's a pretty epic view in the distance. I don't know if that's Mount Hood, but it's hot today. Coming up this trail, it's pretty exposed. I'm sticking with the singlet for now. I just used a sachet of DEET because the bugs are crazy. As bad as I've had anywhere. I even took an allergy tablet to hopefully mitigate any reactions of probably hundreds of bites. Like I said earlier, the bites aren't terrible. If you only get a few, they don't really come up in a lump at all, like the ones in Australia. But again, that might be reaching some sort of critical mass of toxin in your body, and maybe I'm starting to reach that point because the bugs here are starting to leave little welts. Tiny ones, but a little bit itchy. Anyway, so I put DEET all over my arms and legs. Little boogie there. This is Blue Lake, I think it's called. It's pretty nice. Buckets. It's pretty nice. Hot enough today just to leave my clothes on and just take my time walking in and getting wet and then having a swim. I'll probably wring my clothes out a little bit and then just put them back on wet. Good morning, this is Steamboat Lake. I had it all to myself last night. I'm camped through here. I didn't get in until I don't know, it was like 45k day. Dark, basically. 8:30, I think. And the temperature has dropped dramatically today, which is fabulous. It's only supposed to be 25. It's been 35 every other day for the last week. So I've got to pack up the tent and try and get to 7:30 in the morning. Try and get to a road that's about 12 k's down the trail that has a shuttle service going into the local town to resupply. So I'll resupply there and hopefully upload this video and then do the next section. Bye. It's always weird to come out to a sealed road when you're not expecting it. But I don't know if you can see I think that's Mount Adams in the distance. I've got to get some more water somewhere. I can hear a creek under the road. And then I've got 8 kilometers to the next water and then maybe 1.5 kilometers to the next, so where I get the shuttle. I'll hitch along that road if there's any cars.